Hello you beautiful souls, welcome here. Thank you very much for coming to my channel, for watching my videos, for all of your kindness, all of your love, your support and your wonderful comments. I'm very grateful to all of you here. Thank you. Today we've got a more general reading, I would say, and it's called What Should You Do Next? I've got 3 piles of cards for you to choose from. I will insert the picture of the piles in a second. As always, please take your time, listen to intuition, and then choose a pile that attracts you the most. Let's go. Hello my beautiful pile number 1, or everybody who chose this clear quartz stone. Let's do this. Let's see what should you do next. And we've got 5 of Wands, Old Woman, Knight of Wands, Misfortune, Knight of Swords, Joyfulness. Pile 1. I feel like there was some sort of conflict that is very fresh in your mind. Some misunderstanding or a conflict or a clash or just different sides having this. I feel like you just went through some sort of confrontation with someone who is difficult to argue with, because it's almost like how do I explain it? I know it's a very specific message and it won't resonate with everybody who are watching this, but it's almost as though you had a conflict with someone who you're not supposed to, like who almost someone you're supposed to respect. Such a strange feeling I'm getting here. But I'll go with what I'm feeling. It's someone that's either older than you or has some kind of authority, or maybe it's your family member. And I'm seeing a clash here, a confrontation, an argument. I'm so sorry you guys, Pichinka was moving the camera. But I was saying that I'm seeing a fresh conflict very recently in your past. And it feels like it's something that is currently making you feel agitated, or emotions are definitely running high, and there is this feeling about you to do something fast, to fix something fast, and there is this hasty energy about you, hasty and unsettled and nervous and almost, what's the word, like self-protective and combative and yeah, being on guard. Yeah, like you had to defend something here. But the big message that is coming for you guys in this whole reading is that eventually this situation will turn out for the better. There will be some kind of communication, there will be some kind of closure, some sort of discussion that will bring happiness to all sides. Whoever you had this argument with, this conflict with, it feels like eventually you will be hugging, laughing it off, laughing it away, what's the expression? I'm not sure. And being literally almost the best friends. Even if now you're feeling like, I hate these people, I cannot deal with them, or this person. There was such a tension between you and that other energy, other party. And I understand if now you're feeling very angry, very agitated, and very almost like I wanna burn it all down and move away to another country and, I don't know, just change my life, my whole lifestyle completely, and leave my past behind, things like that. It could be even a family member for some of you, could be just someone that is close to you, could be some kind of authority figure. For everybody it will resonate differently. But what I'm seeing in the future is, first of all, there is a need for you somehow to change or adjust, I would rather say. Adjust your mental space, the way you think about this whole situation. And again, it's such a cliche, but I will say focus on the more positive thoughts, positive thinking, more optimistic, more even if your mind is very agitated at the moment, even if you are incredibly angry, incredibly like your mind is going crazy, like all of those angry thoughts, whatever it can be. It's difficult for me to come up with examples because I don't know, it's a strange energy, but there's an advice here to shift that high energy mental space to something positive, to brainstorm new exciting ideas, to maybe write down your dreams, whatever it is, to something more positive, shifting your mind and your anger and your desire to clarify things and express yourself verbally to somebody in a very rushed and maybe a little bit mean and aggressive way, or to explain yourself or justify yourself somehow, that kind of thing. I don't know. Yeah, again, if it doesn't resonate with you, then this is probably not your reading. Again, a very specific situation here. So don't watch this video if it's not your story. Choose another pile or another reading altogether. But anyway, for those of you who this resonates with, I feel like in the future there is more there will be more opportunities for you to spend really good quality time with other people, with your friends, maybe even new friends. With this Knight of Swords and joyfulness, it just feels like very soon you will be able to talk things out, even if now you can't do this. Now you have to stifle your feelings, your thoughts, and just maybe, I feel like some of you, out of anger, you might do some exercises or clean or go for a run or for a jog. Yeah, that's the same thing. Exercise in some way. Do yoga, whatever it is, move your body, get very physical. I feel like that's what you guys are doing. It's like your way of releasing, getting rid of all of that tension and angry energy, or just not even angry, but just something that doesn't feel right with you. It's unfair. That's how it feels to you. You feel like you are right, but other people feel that they are right too, or the other person. And it's like, how do I get my point across? And there's this combative energy I'm getting. But yeah, I feel like in the future, where you headed, the future energy, you will be able to express yourself more logically, more rationally to the people who will understand you, who will be on your side, who will support you, who will just be positive and kind and loving towards you. There is more light-hearted energy coming your way, and that's something like a relief for me to see, because we started with heavy energy, heavy cards, 5 of Wands, misfortune, Knight of Wands, and moving towards a more calm, more peaceful, more happy, more joyful state of being, relationships, environment, experiences. And very soon, it feels like it's coming very, very soon. Just being surrounded by people who understand you, who are your tribe. Maybe even talking to a friend would really help you guys. Just discussing this situation that happened, that you are still bubbling inside because of my gosh, my sentences, you know what I mean. Something makes you feel very uptight and not in a very peaceful and calm state. I feel like even getting it out of you verbally, talking to someone, of course, if that person is emotionally available, if they have time and emotional capacity to be there for you, to listen, to hold space. Don't just blur it out on someone. And I feel like you are spiritual people, you know what I'm talking about, you're good. Yeah, just discussing what makes you feel unsettled, discussing it with someone would really help, would make you feel so much lighter, so relieved. Let's look at the back of your deck to see the background story, you guys. We've got the High Priestess. You keep everything to yourself. I feel like that's another message here, since the name of this reading is What Should You Do Next, was talk. Talk about what's hurting you, talk about what happened, what's bothering you. Talk to the people who you feel safe around. Because there is this feeling that you are a very secretive person, you are a very quiet person. We've got the High Priestess. Very, it's difficult to figure you out. You don't talk much. You listen very, with a lot of intent, very patiently, with putting all of your attention into listening, but you don't express yourself as much. Especially when something is bothering, especially bothering you, especially when you are very emotional and there is this chaos inside of you and you completely shut off the whole world. And I feel like speaking would be an amazing therapy for you. Just speaking, just talking. If you have nobody to talk to your pet. Talk to your, I don't know, start keeping a journal, writing your thoughts, your impressions, your experiences. Pen and paper. It's also expression, verbal expression. Let's look at your oracle cards, you guys. Interesting. What should you do next? Let's start from this card. We have this card differences. Yeah, that's the feeling I was getting. You've got your own truth, other people got their truth. Totally different ideas, beliefs, thoughts, and I feel like it's very difficult to get your point across or to adapt to their side of things. It's just that's where this conflict is coming from. This is where this conflict, this is where it's born. This chaos, this confrontation, this anger, very uncomfortable energy. Just because you're different people, I feel like whoever it is, even if it's someone very close to you or a stranger, it's just nobody is wrong here. I feel like that's what I'm supposed to say. That's the message. Nobody is wrong. You're just very different. You see almost as though you see the world with very different eyes, different perspectives. Then we've got this card, Patience. It's a very similar energy to the Temperance. Again, the same message of trying to keep your calm, trying to wait it out, whatever situation you found yourself in, very maybe a tight spot, or maybe somebody is being jealous of you or angry at you, and you feel like everything, the world around you is falling apart. You're in a toxic environment, whatever it is. Wait it out. Calm yourself, get into your inner balance, find your inner balance, and calm your mind for sure. Calm your mind, because it's very agitated and like Russian energy. I need to fix this fast. I need to get out of this. I need to do something, and there is this anxiety and definitely a message that things will turn out well eventually, for sure. With this joyfulness and Knight of Swords, things will get so much better. Don't worry about the situation. It's just, to be honest, I feel like there's something crazy happening in the stars recently, because looking at the behavior of people and just how high the tension is currently, like maybe the last week, not taking into the consideration the political and worldly stuff, just the mundane, everyday life, personal life of people. I'm hearing people fighting around the corner every single day, like a lot of tension in the air. You can feel it, and I feel like you just got the what's the expression? It's so crazy that I have all of these English expressions in my mind, but they all messed up. The long side of the stick, for those of you who are native English speakers, I'm so sorry, but you know what I mean for sure. You know what I mean, like you got into the depth of it, the conflict, the misunderstanding. Be patient with it. Maybe when the astrological weather gets better, or just people kind of breathe out the tension and anxiety that they're getting from media, from whatever it is, things will get better. more calm. You will feel much more like yourself. You'll get back to your center. And then we've got this beautiful card, cornucopia. Yeah. Focus on the things that enrich your life, that make it beautiful, that make it abundant, prosperous, happy. Maybe indulge a little bit, sleep a little bit more, eat whatever it is that makes you happy. Yeah, trying to find joy in the most simple things. I feel like the message for you here, in the littlest, the most tiny things you can find. Hugging your pet, hugging your loved one, having that cup of coffee in the morning, reading a few pages of your favorite book, whatever it is, the smallest things. I feel like that's where life is trying to redirect you to whatever makes you feel rich inside, fulfilled inside, happy inside. Then we've got this card, Go the Distance. Very interesting message. This could also be a confirmation for those of you who have been planning or who are planning a move, a travel of some sort, changing your location, whatever it is. This is definitely a yes for you guys. And we've got so many dynamic cards here. The Knight of Wands. This is the the fastest knight of all. And then the Knight of Swords. Very fast energy. So yeah, for those of you who wanted to move, definitely go for it. Definitely go for it. It will make you happy. Especially if you've been stuck in an environment that I can't speak today, that makes you feel, that's toxic, that makes you feel unhappy, that makes you feel angry all the time, or like you have to defend yourself, protect yourself, like there is a lot of criticism, whatever it is. Yeah, definitely a message to take that leap of faith and to move your body. I feel like there is also a huge message here for the majority of you, is to move your body if you can, as much as you can. Again, exercising, running, maybe just going for a walk, being close to nature would really help you too. And then we have this card, Distorted Desire, and it says, conscious desire rarely satisfies the unconscious need driving it. For you guys with this card, I'm seeing your desire for some reason, and it relates to something that, oh my gosh, for some reason it relates to needing to prove yourself to someone here. I'm not as bad as you see me. I'm not as, I don't know, whatever it is the confrontation was about, the conflict was about, but it's almost as though you want to say something more. You want to prove yourself. You want to find some kind of arguments or justify yourself in a way. That's what you want. But there's this message here just to leave it as it is, because things will get better. You'll find better things to say to those people, and they will come around. I definitely see your relationships improving, lightening, more lighter energy, more calmer, more smooth with this joyfulness, more positive. It's almost like you're trying to chase after someone that said something to you that doesn't seem fair, doesn't sound like you, whatever it is. Somebody that blamed you for something, I don't know. And it's like this woman in this card. It's almost like she's chasing something that's long gone, but she keeps running through this hill, whatever field. Just turn around. The light is behind you. There's like this beautiful village and a castle behind her, but she keeps running into the dark to catch up with someone. Let's get some more cards, you guys. Pile 1. What should you do next? Yes, and we've got this card, New Moon, and it says a new start is coming. Absolutely, I was feeling it, you guys. Don't hold to the things of the past, don't hold on to them. more beautiful, more shiny, more warm, more happier things are ahead of you, just around the corner. It will be more easier for you and more, I guess, effective to just look towards them, look up to them, to those things, and not keep facing the past and whatever happened there. And at the bottom of this deck we also had disseminating moon, and it says take time to breathe out, for sure, just like with this patience card. Don't rush into things, especially if you have this radical, crazy ideas of just turning your life upside down and going and breaking those bonds with someone and like severing those connections and saying everything that you've been wanting to say for years. Not the best time, not the best time. I think a lot of heavy words were already said. Some kind of conflict again that you were in, and it's time for you to relax, to take your time, to balance yourself, because something new is on the horizon. Something is going to make you very happy. A new beginning, a new journey. Let's get some more cards. Pile 1. What should you do next? And we've got this card 3 and grounding. Again, coming out of your head and going into your body, connecting to your body, to your physicality, running, grounding on the earth, standing bare feet on the earth, hugging trees, spending more time in nature, quieting all of the noise outside, from the outside, all of the voices that get to you, all of the messages, the letters, whatever you read on a daily basis, news, coming back to your body, breathing more consciously, seeing the sun, feeling the sun on your face. That kind of energy, it will really, really help you. Especially if you are anxious right now, I feel like it will be really helpful. Let's get one more card, you guys. What should you do next? Pile 1. Okay, this one turned around, so I will take it. This is too much. And we have this card, Jewel Within a Teardrop. It says appreciation, spiritual and emotional reconnection. Again, it makes me laugh from the very beginning of your reading, because I see how heavily this affects you right now. But it's interesting how light the situation will become very, very soon. And you're not expecting it. You're not expecting the situation to lighten up so fast. Even if it was like the heaviest, the most difficult confrontation, the conflict of your life, it's going to get better. You're going to be heard. You're going to be understood. I feel like it's something you have to know right now. Spiritual and emotional reconnection. Yeah. You will be appreciated. Your track of thought, whatever you were trying to convey to another person or people, whatever you were trying to explain, make them see your side of things, that will be appreciated, that will be heard and understood finally. I feel like that's where the stresslessness is coming from inside of you. I was trying to tell you this thing, but you were not even listening to me. You were pushing your ideas. You were like maybe even shouting at me or swearing, and I never said a mean word to you. Just this unfair feeling I'm getting for some reason. Doesn't feel right. Yeah, and at the bottom of this deck we also have this card Evolution, and it says earth changes, climate change, transformation. Especially if it's getting a little bit warmer in your country. But if the sun is coming out more often, it's like a sign, a confirmation that things are changing. Things will look up. There will be change, a transformation in this connection, in the relationship or in friendship, whatever it is. Things will improve. Whatever it is you are very worried about currently, it's going to get so much more positive very soon. Yeah, so this is all I have for you, pile 1. I hope this reading was helpful. I hope it gave you the answers you were looking for, and I wish you lots of happiness and lots of love for yourself and for others, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Hello my beautiful pile number 2, or everybody who chose this citrine stone. Let's see, what should you do next? And we've got the 9 of Cups, reunion, 3 of Swords, thought, Ace of Cups, an enemy. Pile 2. I feel like for many of you, for the majority of you, this is the matter of the heart, of emotions, of feelings, of your personal life. There was some sort of situation with someone. I feel like it's a connection, a relationship that you really wanted to work out. It was your biggest dream, it was your huge desire, or at least something that you thought at one point that it has a potential to make me happy, to fulfill me emotionally, to make me somehow settled in life. Somehow I would just be really happy to be with this person, to see them again, maybe to hold them, to hug them. Just something that is my dream on some level. But I don't feel like it happened. I don't feel like it happened because I'm seeing at the past energy, and that's where you were. Very hopeful, very emotionally attached to this connection, whatever it is. A relationship again, maybe it's even a friendship for some of you. I'm also feeling like a love situation here. But somehow it disappointed you. There's this feeling of your desires, your dreams, your hopes not being fulfilled. Some kind of broken promises here, disappointment, and like I see you replaying the most sad thoughts in your mind all over again. It's not as much, it is what it is. Everything happens for a reason. For you it's like, I have to think it again and again to maybe learn a lesson, or to get some kind of closure, or to get some deeper understanding. And you keep ruminating about this person, about this situation, about this connection that didn't work out, that maybe you didn't reconcile, or you didn't get together physically, whatever it is. With the 3 of Swords, there is a lot of pain here. There's a lot of sadness here in regards to this. I don't feel like you wanted to let this go. I don't feel like you wanted to let this person go, to mourn this connection. It's almost like genuine sadness. I don't feel like you're blaming anybody, or it's just sad how things turned out. That's the feeling I'm getting here. It's just sad. And you keep thinking about, almost like, wow, this life is something, is something. If things turn out in a way you would never expect them to, if you've been hoping for something to happen for so long, maybe for years here, and life shows you, just redirects you to another path, or maybe doesn't give you what you want. It's just, I see you kind of like, wow, that's something to think about. But it's a sad energy here. But a huge message here for you guys, for this pile 2 are always the most romantic pile for me. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm sorry, my nose is running out of nowhere. I'm not even sick. I don't know what's happening. Maybe allergies. But the message here, the main message, what should you do? Is forgive. Is forgive. And try to open your heart again. Even if you feel like everybody is out there to get you, to use you, to take advantage of you, and especially that person from the past that you loved so much, that you had so much emotional attachment to and hopes to be with. There's this huge message to forgive, and to extend your forgiveness to people in your past, to people who are about to come into your life. I feel like just to change your perspective, to change your inner state about this situation, especially if you don't trust love anymore and you don't trust maybe the opposite sex. Maybe if you still have some kind of resentment in your heart for the person that you dealt with in the past, who broke your heart, who disappointed you, who didn't deliver on their promises, whatever it is. There's this powerful message to just pour a little bit of love onto all of this. Because your heart is so big. It's so loving, it's so warm, it's so tender and soft and compassionate. It would be a waste if you closed it off completely. If you never forgave the situation and never opened yourself again to other people, trusted again, it would be just a waste. Definitely a huge message here to be ready for new. To forgive the past, be ready for new, and open your heart. Get back into your heart. Out of your mind, out of your sadness, get back into your beautiful heart. Into your emotional side of you. I feel like it's my water people for some reason. Maybe Cancers, Pisces, could be Scorpios, Taurus. I'm getting as well here. Libra. Yeah. Let's look at the bottom of your deck, you guys. Pile 2, what happened? The background story here. We've got the Knight of Wands. It's almost like a short-lived situation. Or at least if it was a long connection, it just... the most action, the most events happened during the short period of time. For example, you dated for a few months and then you got separated, and then there was this whole wishy-washy situation, nothing was happening, and you were just stuck waiting for somebody here. Because with this Knight of Wands, it's almost like there's this impulse, like the match, like when you ignite the fire and then it dies out fast and it doesn't give anything like substantial, something you could build on. There was definitely a lot of passion, a lot of desire, a lot of excitement about this connection, about this relationship. But I feel like it's important for you to forgive now. To forgive, to pour more love, more kindness, more understanding and just humanity to this whole connection. Because the person you are dealing with, they were a kid at some point. I feel like it will help you guys if you're struggling to forgive. They were a child who were watching their parents build a relationship in a certain way. They were a little kid with their dreams, hopes, fears, worries. They were young, they were tiny, innocent, and yeah, it's almost like connecting to their inner child would really help. Not seeing them as a flawed adult who hurt you, who disappointed you. Just someone who also deserves compassion and love. Let's look at your oracle cards, you guys. Yeah, you see, there's a new beginning on the horizon for you guys, for sure. We've got this card, new love, new life. It's an interesting slip of the tongue, because I do feel like there will be a new partnership ahead for you. But first of all, we've got this card, new life. Definitely a new chapter of your life. Closing out the new, closing up the old. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. I'm so sorry, you guys. Closing up the old, forgiving, releasing, and preparing for the new chapter. Preparing for this new breath of fresh air. And you definitely deserve it, for sure. After being so sad, so miserable, so lonely possibly for quite some time, it's the time for you to spread your wings, to come to life again. And then we've got this card, complicated. Yeah, to be honest, I feel like this is a message for you. Look at things from this perspective. Life is complicated. People are complicated. Their psyche is very complicated. You would never know why a certain person has treated you a certain way, did not choose you, did not commit to you, cheated on you, lied to you, whatever it is. You would never know why they did that. They could be hurting inside of them. They could be, I don't know, afraid of people. They could have defense mechanisms. It has nothing to do with you. And I feel like looking from this perspective on what happened, the things are more complex, more difficult, and you don't have to waste your time trying to figure somebody out for the rest of your life, trying to understand, trying to break your mind by finding some kind of resolution or closure. Just sending gratitude for whatever it is you're grateful for that they gave you. Just even one thing would be enough. Sending love their way, compassion, and moving on. Especially if it was like a difficult situation involving a few people, not just you and them, or like difficult obstacles and circumstances of life. I feel like what you have to know right now is you've done everything you had to do. You've done your part. You've done your work here. Now you deserve something better. Now you deserve some sort of like a compensation from the universe. And it's coming, because we've got this card, spiritual union. The energy of Two of Cups, absolutely. Maybe a new connection coming your way. I love this green color. And remember, we had the Ace of Cups for the future energies. It's time to open your heart again, because it's going to get filled with a lot of love soon. That's what I'm feeling for you guys here. Very fresh energy, very soft, very kind, very supportive, very abundant. And it's like a connection of two people who are on the same wavelength, who get each other immediately, like from the very beginning, from the first second. I know what you're thinking of. I know you. Recognition. This kind of energy of recognizing each other. Beautiful, beautiful card. If you believe in soulmates, I have my thoughts on soulmates, but if you do, and if you've been trying to manifest your soulmate or meeting the one for you, that ultimate partner, I feel like there's a confirmation that it's coming very soon. A new beginning in love is on the horizon for sure, you guys. Then we have this card, victory. Yeah, remember who you are, you guys. Pal 2, especially if currently you're being stuck in self-defeated energies, like it's all my fault, maybe I haven't done enough, maybe your self-esteem went down, your confidence went down. With this card victory, it's like, look how much you have achieved in your life so far. Look how talented you are, look how smart you are, how strong you are, how charismatic you are, how loving you are. You are a huge mountain and you've got so much strength. Remember who you are, because then somebody special will notice you. Beautiful energy here. I feel like also for some of you, your career might be booming, like your job, your financial situation, just achieving your goals that are not related to your love life. That's happening here. Maybe your business is growing as well. And then we've got this card, distorted perceptions, and it says reality is rarely what we are raised to believe it is. Yeah, especially you guys, since I'm getting a very romantic energy from you, especially if you believe that the person you are going to love the most in your life, like in a relationship, is the one you will end up with. The person that you have the most passion and the most strong spiritual bond with is someone that you will marry, for example. Just something like very, very, again, very romantic people. I don't feel like you go into relationships with thinking that people are difficult, we will encounter difficulties, we will have conflicts. I don't think that something even comes up in your head to the surface. It's just, we'll think about it later. I love them so much. We're definitely going to build a family. It's going to be beautiful. We'll overcome anything. And with this card, distorted perceptions, I feel like this relationship has taught you that somehow not somehow. Sometimes you cannot fix people. Sometimes you cannot fix situations. Sometimes you cannot carry everything on your own back. The whole weight of the connection, of the relationship. Oh my gosh. You guys, maybe you are crying. Maybe because this is how my nose is running every time I cry. I swear I'm not sick. The first reason was absolutely my nose was clear. Now it's like as soon as I turned your car, it's like running waterfalls. I'm surprised I'm not crying. I'm trying to keep it positive, but my nose is just, no, I'm gonna do all of this. Strange physical reaction. Maybe you got allergies, I don't know, some of you. What I was saying is that, yeah, reality is really what we are raised to believe it is. Maybe some of you were trying to repeat or to kind of to try and have as good of a love life that your parents had. Or the opposite, if you're from the family that was broken, that your parents got divorced, you wanted to have something completely opposite. I will never repeat that. I will never have abusive relationships or relationship where I'm with someone who won't take responsibility or will cheat or lie, who's someone I cannot rely on. I feel like you had some kind of perceptions, prejudices and patterns of thinking that showed that life is a jokester, basically. Yeah, that you're going to get surprised, that you have to learn your spiritual lessons first. Yeah, maybe even heal someone on the way, on your journey. Very interesting. Let's get some more cards, you guys. Pile 2. What should you do next? And we've got this card South Node, and it says, don't let your past hold you back. For sure. Yeah, let go, you guys. You had a good share of tears, of pain, of heartbreak, of sadness. Stop ruminating in that. Keep moving on. Forgive, for sure. Huge message here. What should you do next? Forgive. Open your heart. Almost like put some balm on all of those hardened and crusty parts of your heart that were tarnished by this connection, by things that did not work out, by things that got too complicated and too difficult and hurt you eventually, scarred you. Put some balm onto that. Get into your heart space. A huge message here. And keep moving on. Keep moving on, because new life is waiting for you. New people, new connection for sure. Beautiful union here. I feel like with someone who is just right for you. Just right for you. Yeah, and at the bottom of this deck we have this card Full Moon in Cancer. And it says a personal issue reaches resolution. Yeah, things will get better in your personal life. Definitely, don't even doubt it. Let's get some more cards. Pile 2. What should you do next? We've got this card Ancestors, and it says generations. For many of you guys, I feel like, you know what? The person you were dealing with, the things that didn't work out, the connection that didn't work out, the promises that were not delivered. You were not meant to build a family with them. And it's almost like your ancestors, your guides, whoever was helping you on the way, whoever had your best interests at heart, they were redirecting you from this person for a reason. They were making them act the way they acted, to make sure you're freed, to make sure you're moving forward. It's almost as though I keep looking at these little palms, and they remind me of like the palm prints that parents do when their kids are little, and they're doing like toes, not toes, like the soles of their feet and their palms on the cement or whatever substance, just to remember how tiny their kids were, and then they put somewhere in the living room on the fireplace or whatever. That's what this card reminds me of in your case, and I feel like you are meant to have children quite soon for some of you actually. Of course, doesn't relate to those of you who are over 50, and yeah. You are meant to have a family, you are meant to have a big family and a loving family, and you are meant to continue your family tree, but it's not with the person from your past. That's why the most optimal, most easy and happy route for you right now would be to forgive, to send peace and love their way, and move forward with more light heart, with more happy heart, because beautiful things are ahead. Yeah. You're about to build your family, about to build your dynasty, have a beautiful marriage, committed relationship. I want to get more cards for you guys. Pile 2. What should you do next? Okay. And we've got this card Liberation. And it says breaking free from a negative attachment. Like a summary of this whole reading in this last card, you guys. Cannot emphasize it enough. You deserve your freedom, freedom of your heart, of your mind, and peace. Forgiving the situation, forgiving the person. Again, very cliche thing, not for them, for you, for your future. Not seeing them as an enemy, as someone who wronged you, someone who did you dirty. Just a person with a difficult past, a complex mindset, whatever it is, complex life. You're not someone who needs to fix their puzzle, who needs to sort their things. You deserve to be happy. Forgive them, send them love, and yeah, fly like this beautiful dove. So this is all I have for you, pal 2. I hope this reading was helpful. I hope it gave you the answers you were looking for. And I wish you lots of happiness and lots of love for yourself and for others. And I will see you in my next video. Bye bye. Hello my beautiful pile number 3, or everybody who chose this green aventuring stone. Let's see, what should you do next? And we've got the 3 of Pentacles, Prison, 4 of Wands, Doctor, 9 of Wands, and House. Pile 3. I'm getting a very, very stable energy from you. Like you are my homey people. You are very introverted, and as much as you love fun, as much as you love to spend time with the people you love, with your friends, I feel like your home is your safe haven. Your home is your comfort zone. Very Cancerian people, very, I don't know, 4th house based. You feel most like you when you are at home, most peaceful, most comfortable when you are at home in your familiar surroundings, maybe even in your home country for some of you. But let's start from the beginning. I feel like in the past, very recently, there's something about communication with other people. There's something about building relationships, interacting with others, working with others, that made you feel so heavy, so tied down, so maybe misunderstood, or just like you don't really fit in, like this, maybe the connections or conversations you have, they're making you feel stuck and not free. You cannot be yourself, possibly for some of you. Just there's this energy of, I somehow try to socialize, to talk to people, to have fun, possibly to work with others, to collaborate, but it's so heavy. It's so uncomfortable. It just doesn't feel right. I cannot be myself. I'm not understood. It's just, maybe it might even be your siblings for some of you with the Three of Pentacles. Could be your colleagues. For others, I feel like it's friends or people you just associate, you interact on a daily basis, you see quite often, you talk to often, and it just feels like something that doesn't bring you much joy. It's not expansive, it's not uplifting, it's just like you've been dragged to listen maybe to other people's problems, and nobody even asks how you are doing, what's your life like, what's bothering you. It's almost like it's draining. I feel like it's draining. Whatever the situation is, whatever the connection, the relationships you had, they are draining. They don't feel like they're giving you life. They're taking it, your life force, basically. And again, you guys, if this doesn't resonate with you, then this is probably not your reading. Don't watch it, don't waste your time. Choose another pile or another reading altogether. So I always say that to make sure we're on the same page. So that's the past energy. Maybe for some of you, again, maybe this is the case of you not being able to find your people. Like this is something you feel restricted from society, from friendships. You were not able to find your people, to make new friendships, to have that common ground with other people, a connection, a match on anything. It's like different worlds, that kind of thing. Maybe you were hoping to have some sort of a friend circle, or just people who would be on your side, who would understand you. Just some kind of sadness here I'm getting. What's happening now? I feel like you guys are recuperating. You are taking your time. I feel like you're spending a lot of your time at home, or at least you would like to do so. There's this need for you to recharge your batteries, to take care of your personal, your heart, your emotions, your heart space, to maybe even sleep more, to take care of your physical health, to just to spend the day at home, just in your bed, without even getting out of your bed. That's the energy I'm getting for you guys, pile 3. This Four of Wands and Doctor, it's almost like I need to take a moment for myself. I need to soothe my soul. I need to watch a stupid show all day long, binge on it. I need to, I don't know, sleep more than usual. I just want to stay at home. I don't want to go out there into the world and assert myself, whatever it is. Very homey energy I'm getting from you guys. Very homey, introverted. Even though the part of you is like, I would like to have more friends, I would like to socialize more, I would like to be more fun, and yeah, but it's just, I feel like there were quite a few people who were taking a lot from you in the past, and you learned your lesson. I feel like you guys, you learned your lesson. You realized that the conversations drained you, the fact that somebody was putting a lot of negativity on you was not comfortable at all. Maybe you would come home feeling completely sucked dry because of the interactions you had. It's like I don't have enough energy for whatever it is I wanted to do. My art, my hobbies, my like to cook something. It's just drained by the people. I feel like now you're taking your time. You are healing. You are being in that homey energy, secluded energy. Healing your body, maybe meditating, maybe just like doing yoga, stretching, fixing your sleep, your eating habits. Yeah, just some time for myself is very much required right now. And the future energies, what should you do next? Basically the same. There is this huge message of hold your boundaries, hold your personal boundaries, and hold on to your home and living situation. For some reason, I don't know what's happening with your home, you guys, but there is something about protecting your walls, protecting your home, your safety, protecting your living space. Maybe if you used to invite a lot of random people in your home, there's this powerful message that you've got to be a little bit more discerning, much more firm personal boundaries, having a solid barrier between you and other people and their negativity, not a fine mist that anybody can penetrate through. And protect yourself, protect your walls, protect your heart, protect your home. I don't know why this message keeps coming through. Your home. Maybe there are too many people in your home that you're not comfortable with, and it's like a difficult living situation for some of you. Basically the message here is keep valuing your personal space, keep protecting your peace of mind, your sanity, your energy at all costs. Even if you feel guilty for completely isolating yourself and spending so much time at home, I feel like it's you need it. It's that kind of period in your life, and what's the word? Submerging, going into this hermitude a little bit. You guys need it. Go fully in it. Let's look at the bottom of your deck, you guys, to see the background story here. We've got the Five of Cups. So much sadness, so many tears were shed. Some sort of emotional upheaval happened here for you guys with this Five of Cups. Maybe you lost somebody, maybe you got betrayed, maybe just your dreams and thoughts about some kind of connection, relationship, friendship, they didn't live up. Like they were not real eventually, and that's something that hit you right in the heart. I thought you were my friend. I thought you cared about me. I thought you were you had my best interests at heart. It's like just a very sad, heavy situation I'm sensing here in regards to your connections, to your friends, close people to you. It's almost like giving so much but not getting anything in return, not being supported, not being taken care of emotionally. Other people not being able to hold space for you, to accept you just as you are, with your quirks, with your eccentric ways, with just for who you are. Maybe trying to change you all the time, to teach you how to live, whatever it is. And it hurts. It hurts. So now it's a good idea to set strong boundaries with those who you need to protect yourself from, and not allow so close to your heart, to your space, to your maybe home even. Let's look at your oracle cards, you guys. Look at this. I feel like things will look up for you. They will get so much better. In emotional way, I do feel like your love life is going to improve. I feel like better relationships are coming to you soon, especially if there was a lot of disappointment in regards to this area, this aspect of your life. Things will get better. I feel like your heart will explode with so much love in the future, so much gratitude and happiness for who is coming and what is coming, what kind of experiences are coming. And I definitely see someone heading your way, who is going to make you feel comfortable, who is going to make you feel understood, at peace, stable emotionally. And I don't necessarily feel like I feel like it's a romantic situation, not a friendship. Because we also got the love card. I don't remember if I said what this card was. Love card. And then we've got this message in a bottle. You know what the feeling I'm getting here? It's almost as though you guys know that anybody who experiences your love, your level of commitment, loyalty, compassion, support, would be the luckiest person on earth. And in the past you've been given this to all the wrong people. And it's almost like now I will be more discerning. Now there will be a strong filter system to who gets to experience this beautiful love. You've got a huge heart, a very kind person, very humble, very homey, I feel like you love to cook for people, to make them comfortable, to hug people, to touch people. You're very tactile, and maybe like to energize people, to uplift them, cheer them when they're feeling down. And what's sad is that I don't feel like there were many people like that in your own life who would do the same for you, especially friends, especially your friend circle, or maybe like relatives, siblings, things like that. But I feel like there is a certain romantic partnership that's coming your way that's going to make you feel very happy. We also have this card, message in a bottle. Definitely communication is coming. Definitely romance and flirting and beautiful exchange of energy between you and another person. And it's somebody you're going to trust. That's what I'm feeling here. It's somebody you're going to trust. I feel like it's only right for you to know what you will allow and will not allow in a relationship, to have these firm boundaries. And with this person it will be so much easier. You will immediately see who they are, because they're unlike anybody you've dealt with before, you gave your heart to before. We also got this card, Triumph. Yeah, especially if your self-esteem went down through these interactions, if you felt like you're misunderstood, you cannot be yourself, cannot be free around those people, like this restrictive energy I'm getting. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. You are a victor. You are someone who can achieve anything. You are very strong. You are very talented. I feel like in your career you are doing so good. For many of you, your job, your work situation is improving definitely. You will get through anything. I feel like for many of you, just your main concern was relationships. Your main concern was finding the people who are good for you, who are healthy for you. And you are getting there, especially in regards to romance. It's going to get so much better. Also, we've got this card, Strategy. Yeah, for you guys, for some reason I'm sensing that you will really benefit from keeping a journal, or writing like scripting, for example, as a manifestation technique. Writing your plan for a year, for a month, like writing down your goals in the present tense, how you would feel if you achieved them, those things. And this will be like a therapy, especially when you're at home surrounded by familiar things, when you're comfortable, peaceful, maybe with nice Hertz music, and looking towards the future, not focusing too much on who you have to protect yourself from, who you have to be careful with. In your safe space. I don't know why the energy of home is so strong for you guys. I'm not sure. But definitely getting strategic, planning for the future, getting hopeful about the future, about your achievements, about your success, whatever it is that you want to get to. Good idea. Fantastic. And simultaneously holding strong boundaries with people who only take from you. Then we've got, for some reason, 2 cards from this beautiful deck that I love so much. 2 fell out for you. Let's start with this one. We've got this card, Responding, Not Reacting. And it says, the only control we have is how we respond to the hand we are dealt. Definitely responding, not reacting. And we've got these 2 beautiful girls, and one of them is like disappointed or something. The other one is trying to comfort her sister or friend, whoever she is to her. And again, that kind of conflict, feeling misunderstood, feeling judged, criticized, and emotions are definitely bubbling up. You're not feeling safe with those people anymore. You are feeling betrayed, maybe in some capacity. And there's a powerful message with, don't give so much energy to those situations, to those people. Not worth it at all. But putting into yourself, being more maybe light-hearted with other people, not being so deep, not going so deep. I'm not saying that you shouldn't share things about yourself with others, but I feel like people can touch you really deeply with how they treat you, with what they say, maybe how they look at you even. Definitely there's this message of responding, and not reacting, not being so emotionally involved with them and what they say to you, how they express themselves to you, how they react to you. Let them be them. And then we've got this card, sharing, and it says there is giving in receiving and receiving and giving. And in all of your cards there are so many people here, like definitely communities and friends. Here we've got these 2 girls, then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, 3 kids and 3 women in this picture. I definitely see that you will meet the people who will be as giving as you are, who will be as loving as you are, compassionate as you are. And with this beautiful card, love, there is also love coming your way in the future, or your love situation improving drastically. It's just, I feel like this was a good lesson, like a spiritual lesson for you, to protect your energy, to not pour so much into the connections that are just draining and not giving you as much happiness, joy, optimism. Yeah, there's giving and receiving and receiving and giving, for sure. Beautiful soul tribe is on the way to you. People who will be as giving as you are, as loving as you are. I want to get more cards for you. I'm so sorry, pile 3, my camera died, so I had to restart the recording, but let's see, what should you do next? Pile 3. We've got this card, Waning Moon, and it says, what do you need to release? For sure. I feel like the best way for you to release, the best way for you to cleanse, to let go, to heal, is when you are at home, when you're in your safe space and you are alone with your own thoughts, with your own feelings. Almost like this internal monologue, this peaceful state is the best way for you to release. For others, it could be being outside and reshifting their focus to other people, to other experiences, opportunities, being all active and physical, maybe moving their body. For you, it's a little bit different. For you, it's going into your shell, going into your comfort zone. Almost like, safety, into your safety, and evaluating how you feel, evaluating what that experience brought you, how you want to feel in the future, what can be changed, how can you protect yourself more and your beautiful loving heart more. Definitely need to release whatever it is, a disappointment, a hurt, or even some kind of connections that didn't live up to your expectations. Let's get more cards for you guys. What should you do next? Pile 3. Okay, and we've got this beautiful card that just jumped out, and it says dance or celebration. And it's interesting that in this 4 of Wands card, we also have people dancing, and that's your present energy. Dancing, singing, there's this like instruments depicted. Very cheerful energy. Even if if it's something you enjoy dancing alone in your home, in your room, putting your favorite music on and dancing off all of the sadness or all of the heavy thoughts, all of the anxiety, I feel like it will really help you guys. Focusing on the joy, focusing on the happiness, on the positive side of things, something that infuses the energy into you, not drains you. Reconnecting with the joyful side of your spirit will really help you. Let's get one more card, pile 3. What should you do next? And we've got this card, attachment, and it says letting go, restriction, fear. The same message keeps coming up. There is someone or maybe a few people that you need to free your mind from. Cleanse your thoughts, cleanse your heart, and even if you're physically not in contact, you're not communicating, it's almost like if you keep thinking about them, you're still enforcing that connection. Completely releasing, letting go, yeah. Even if it feels uncomfortable, if you feel guilt, if you feel like you want to meet new friends, new relationships, whatever it is, definitely there is a need to hold strong boundaries, let go, and focus on the new. Focus on more love, even more love that will enter your life soon, on your success, on your plans for the future. And at the bottom of this deck we had this card, Ocean of Eternal Love, and it says healing, creativity, fertility. Yeah, that's where you're headed. Connecting with your creativity, with dancing, painting, creating something, holding strong boundaries, enjoying your time at home, if that's what you wanted to do, if that's what you wanted to improve your home life, your home situation. Yeah, you are such cozy people, Pile 3. I love your energy. You are such cozy people. I feel like if I was to invited for like a coffee at your place, I would be so happy. You feel warm to me. You feel very cozy, like a best friend, someone who's a ray of sunshine, a best cheerleader, and just someone who makes everybody feel comfortable around them. Very hospitable, very humane, I want to say, people. So this is all I have for you, Pile 3. I hope this reading was helpful. I hope it gave you the answers that you needed, and I wish you lots of happiness and lots of love for yourself and for others, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.